My needle drops. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review. Woods, Bend Beyond. These guys are a New York folk rock outfit with some very freaky, experimental, and psychedelic tendencies, taking cues from artists like Neil Young and Crosby, Stills and Nash, as well as the Grateful Dead, but also kind of going in their own direction as well. And if I'm not incorrect, this is their 7th full-length LP, the follow-up to last year's Sun and Shade, which is the first Woods LP since I had been following the band that I was kind of just disappointed with. Still, despite that, I love the band's style. I love their sound. Breezily strummed acoustic guitars performing very dreary chord progressions. A little bit of reverb for added effect, some psychedelic sounds and guitars, and some very eerie falsetto vocals singing the lyrics. With some great melodies and a lot of strong moods on their tracks, it's kind of hard not to fall for Woods at least a little bit if you're already a fan of the genres that they toy with. Because even though their songs do have a tendency to be a little lo-fi, they are quite charming. No wonder their popularity just kind of skyrocketed with the LP Songs of Shame, which to me had some of their most painfully sad songs on there, like Rain On and The Number. Woods definitely groomed things up a little bit with their next LP, At Echo Lake, where they were playing songs that to me were more succinct than they were sloppy. They were fleshing their songs out with more instrumentation, hooks were exploding and even catchier. The playing was spruced up a bit as well, and to me it kind of proved that Woods could definitely pen a series of songs that are catchy beyond their, aesthetic, beyond their sound, beyond their style. Because for me, this thing does have a nice set of on the fringe folk rock tunes. Now, the band's next LP, and keep in mind, Woods' latest 4 albums have all been released within about a year of each other. However, I couldn't help but feel like on this LP, maybe the well was running dry a little bit. A lot of melodies on tracks were reminding me of melodies I had heard on tracks from the previous 3 albums. And I think Bend Beyond is actually trying to break up that monotony a bit, but not with a gigantic style change or anything like that, more in attitude adjustment. On the 12 tracks with this LP, you still get Woods' falsetto vocals, their ragged guitars, lo-fi veneer, and just combination of folk and psychedelic music. But overall, the band presents a brighter, warmer, and kind of friendlier sound. Even on the more quiet and acoustic tracks like Something Surreal and It Ain't Easy, there's a very inviting quality to the music. Going back to the album At Echo Lake, I feel like with Bend Beyond, Woods are again writing songs that are more instrumentally realized, more groomed, with pretty much every song feeling very strange, sweet, and rootsy. The opening track on this thing, the title track, is a very dramatic and whimsical opener. I love the guitar melody on this thing. It's really kind of got me waving my head like this. Yeah, I like that. It's something that I would kind of expect from Woods, which makes the warmer tracks right after even more of a surprise. But I think the only downside to the track is the end of it, where the band just kind of throws out one guitar solo after another that aren't even really that good, and it's kind of disappointing because I've heard better guitar playing on other Woods songs. I actually think a lot of the jammier moments on this LP are kind of weak and underwhelming, especially on the 5th track on here, Cascade. And surprisingly, this album doesn't really have any kind of 1 or 2 longer, more psychedelic improvised tracks, which usually do turn up on a Woods release. Still, right after the opener comes the very awesome track Cali in a Cup. It's got this really cute country groove to it and a nice reverb harmonica to open things up, and lyrics about leaves and snow and how seasons overflow. It's a really endearing track. I mean, it feels like a cup of tea and a sweater and balmy weather in the middle of an acid trip. Is It Honest is another cup of tea to me, but one of a different flavor. It's kind of crisp, crisp like stepping on dead leaves toward the end of October. It's a straightforward tune that sees Woods using some string sections. Surprisingly, that just adds to the warmth of this LP. The track Wind Was the Wine shows them working with a chord progression I'm yet to hear them toy with, and it's got kind of a vintage feel for me. Definitely something from the 60s, and though it is the shortest track on this album, to me it's one of the most emotionally powerful. And to mention one more track, Size Meets the Sound, really one of the best songs Woods has ever written, in my opinion, and an extremely captivating theme melody, opening guitar lead, wailing on that track. And this track also contains one of the only jam style moments that I actually think go over really well. The end of this track just meets this very intense, just crashingly loud climax. Overall with this LP, Woods just pulls together another solid set of tunes. The only real major letdown with this LP is that there's nothing excitingly new on this album for longtime fans. You know, there's no huge exciting surprise. There are a few tracks that do kind of feel like, you know, oh, I'm seeing Woods at a slightly different angle for sure, and there is that mood change I talked about, but still, Woods continues to be one of those bands that lets new or different ideas leak into their repertoire little by little. It's something they have to be conscious of because they do it so methodically. I am feeling a decent to strong 7 on this LP. What did you think of it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why? And what should I review next? Anthony Fantano, Woods, forever.